The night was dark and stormy, with the wind howling outside the old Victorian mansion. Inside, the atmosphere was eerie, and the creaking of the floorboards echoed through the empty halls. Amelia, a young woman with haunting blue eyes and raven-black hair, found herself waking up in a different bed yet again. This was not her room. She was trapped in someone else's body. As her eyes adjusted to the dim light, Amelia surveyed her surroundings. The room was unfamiliar, adorned with antique furniture and dimly lit by a single flickering candle. Panic set in as she realized the gravity of her situation. It had become a bizarre routine. Every morning, she would wake up in a new body, in a new place, with no memory of how she got there. Amelia stumbled out of bed, her hands exploring the foreign contours of the body she now inhabited. The faces in the mirrors changed daily, but the terror in her eyes remained constant. She was a prisoner of her own existence, a helpless witness to a twisted game of life and death. Each day unfolded with a relentless dread. Amelia would navigate the peculiarities of her new life, trying to piece together the fragments of memories left by the previous occupant of her borrowed body. As she moved through the lives of different people, a teacher, a doctor, a young artist, she discovered fragments of their fears, desires, and secrets. The cycle repeated, leaving her more confused and desperate each day. Nightfall brought the real terror. The clock would strike midnight, and a chilling presence would announce its arrival. A figure dressed in all black, face obscured by shadows, would emerge from the darkness. This enigmatic killer seemed to know her, hunting her relentlessly. The pursuit was inevitable, and each night would end with the same gruesome fate, death. No matter how she tried to outsmart the mysterious assailant or seek refuge, the killer in black always found her. It was as if fate itself conspired against her, forcing her to relive the terror over and over again. Each death was more horrifying than the last, a dagger slicing through the darkness, blood-curdling screams echoing through the desolate corridors. Amelia couldn't escape the nightmare. She begged for answers, screamed for mercy, but the killer remained silent and relentless. The mansion became a labyrinth of despair, a place where the boundaries between reality and nightmare blurred. Sanity slipped away as the cycle repeated, and the line between victim and perpetrator became indistinguishable. Haunted by the relentless loop of waking up in a new body and facing the same merciless killer, Amelia clung to the hope that one day the cycle would break. As the mansion echoed with the chilling laughter of the killer in black, she vowed to unravel the mystery of her torment and find a way to escape the twisted game of life and death that ensnared her soul. Little did she know, the answers lay hidden in the darkest corners of her own mind, waiting to be discovered before the final strike of midnight claimed her once again. Days turned into a macabre dance of survival, with Amelia becoming a reluctant participant in a nightmarish theater. The mansion's oppressive atmosphere seemed to seep into her very being, a malevolent force that mocked her attempts to understand the bizarre occurrences. In her quest for answers, Amelia stumbled upon a collection of old journals hidden in a dusty attic. These journals chronicled the lives of the mansion's previous inhabitants, and each entry revealed a dark secret or a buried regret. As she pored over the pages, Amelia discovered a common thread, a connection between the lives she inhabited and the relentless killer in black. The journal entries spoke of a mysterious cult that had once called the mansion home, a group that delved into forbidden rituals and dark arts. Whispers of a cursed artifact, an ancient amulet, echoed through the passages. The amulet was said to grant unimaginable power, but at a cost, a life for a life. The cult's pursuit of forbidden knowledge had unleashed a malevolent force that transcended time and claimed the lives of those who dared to cross its path. Amelia's heart raced as she realized the chilling truth. She was trapped in a cycle of death and rebirth, a sacrificial pawn in a supernatural game fueled by the cult's insatiable thirst for power. The killer in black, an embodiment of the curse, sought her out each night to perpetuate the ritual. Determined to break free from this sinister loop, Amelia delved deeper into the mysteries of the mansion. She uncovered hidden passages, secret chambers, and cryptic symbols that adorned the walls. The once haunting melodies played by unseen pianos now echoed with a mournful plea, as if the mansion itself cried out for release from the ancient curse. As the days passed, Amelia's understanding of the ritual grew. She needed to confront the cult's dark past and find a way to sever the ties that bound her to the malevolent force. The journals hinted at a ritual chamber hidden beneath the mansion, where the cursed amulet was said to reside. With newfound determination, she embarked on a perilous journey through the mansion's labyrinthine depths. Each night, as the killer in black closed in, Amelia navigated the mansion's treacherous secrets, inching closer to the ritual chamber. The air became thick with anticipation, and the ancient walls seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. The line between reality and nightmare blurred, and she wondered if the mansion itself conspired to thwart her escape. Finally, in the bowels of the mansion, Amelia discovered the ritual chamber. The cursed amulet, pulsating with a malevolent aura, lay at its center. With trembling hands, she attempted to perform a ritual to break the curse, reciting incantations from the journals. The air crackled with supernatural energy as the killer in black closed in for the final confrontation. In a burst of blinding light, the curse shattered. The killer in black recoiled, dissipating into the shadows. The mansion trembled as if relieved from a centuries-old burden. Amelia, exhausted and battered, collapsed to the floor, the weight of the curse lifted from her shoulders. As dawn broke, the once menacing mansion now stood silent and still. Amelia, no longer a prisoner of the curse cycle, found herself waking up in her own body once again. The memories of the ordeal lingered like a haunting dream, but the mansion and its dark secrets faded into the recesses of her mind. She emerged from the ordeal forever changed, haunted by the ghosts of the past. The experience left her with a newfound appreciation for the fragility of life and the resilience of the human spirit. As she walked away from the now silent mansion, the first rays of sunlight bathed her in a warm embrace, signaling the end of a nightmare and the beginning of a new chapter in her life. In the aftermath of her harrowing ordeal, Amelia decided to put the haunted mansion and its dark past behind her. She returned to her normal life, attempting to reconcile the memories of the various lives she had inhabited during the curse. The scars of her supernatural journey lingered, and sleep came with its own set of fears, as nightmares of the killer in black still haunted her restless nights. Amelia sought solace in therapy, sharing her surreal experiences with a compassionate psychiatrist who listened intently to her every word. As the days passed, the weight of the curse slowly lifted, and she began to rebuild her shattered life. The eerie mansion, now empty and abandoned, became a distant memory, a nightmarish chapter she was determined to leave behind. With time, Amelia learned to appreciate the simple joys of life, savoring each day as a precious gift. The spectral whispers of the cursed cult and the malevolent killer faded, replaced by the sounds of laughter, the warmth of human connection, and the embrace of a world free from supernatural torment. But as Amelia navigated her newfound normalcy, a lingering sense of unease persisted. The memories of the cursed cycle were etched into her very being, a constant reminder of the fragility of reality. The line between the supernatural and the mundane became blurred, leaving her to question the true nature of the world around her. One day, as she strolled through a park bathed in golden sunlight, a mysterious figure approached. It was a man dressed in all black, his features obscured by shadows. Fear gripped Amelia's heart, but to her surprise, the man spoke, his voice carrying a strange mix of regret and remorse. "I was once a victim like you," he confessed, revealing himself as a former member of the cursed cult. He explained that the curse had consumed his soul, turning him into the killer in black. In an act of redemption, he had severed his ties to the malevolent force, allowing Amelia to break free from the cycle. The man vanished into the shadows, leaving Amelia to grapple with the revelation. The sinister curse that had tormented her was part of a tragic tale that transcended generations. As she walked away from the encounter, a bittersweet sense of closure washed over her. Amelia continued her journey, embracing the uncertainty of the world with newfound resilience. The haunted mansion and its malevolent secrets may have faded into the past, but the scars of her supernatural odyssey remained, a testament to the indomitable spirit that had allowed her to break free from the clutches of a curse that spanned centuries. As she moved forward, Amelia couldn't help but wonder if other cursed souls wandered the shadows, trapped in their own nightmarish cycles. The weight of the past lingered, but with each step, she carved a path toward a future where the echoes of the haunted mansion were replaced by the promise of a life untethered from the supernatural.
Like, subscribe, and click on notifications that will allow you to stay up to date with the news and not miss videos from the channel, where there will be many more horror stories.